I begin my journey in Helsinki, the second most northerly capital in the world. It's a western city with just a dollop of eastern melancholy. Clean, safe, and spacious. Many streets are completely quiet. I, like you, know Finland only by my old Nokia phone and Angry Birds. But did you know the word sauna is Finnish? It's an inextricable part of their culture. They are now even incorporating yoga into the space. Nothing too complicated, but it feels great. Sauna has a special place in Finnish culture. It's not just a hot room. In old Finland, kids were born here and deceased were washed here, so the whole cycle of life happened, including weddings today. Men get drunk in the sauna and jump in the lake for their bachelor party. Women have a very special ceremony when one female runs around the sauna naked and counts out the names of all the lovers she's had before her husband-to-be. And they believe there's a spirit that abides in the sauna, kind of like an elf, who's very against negativity, bad language, and anger. So it's a good place for business deals to happen and for spatting couples to de-escalate. Jump in the lake! Jumping in a lake is a key part of the experience as well. Hot to cold water is becoming trendy in the mainstream, but the Finns did it way before it was cool, and they still do it better. Never miss an opportunity to jump in the water.
Got stuck in the moss!
Just make sure that it's deep enough. What the Finns do more than anything else in the sauna is shut their mouths. Silence is a Finnish trademark. They're not uncomfortable with it. They don't feel compelled to small talk out of awkwardness. They are the masters of chill. And this relaxed demeanor is impressive, considering how much caffeine is pulsing through their veins. The Finns consume more coffee than anywhere else on Earth. And to honor this tradition, I plan to have a cup everywhere I go. Coffee was actually made illegal twice in the 18th century, but the prohibition never stuck. This almost happened in my own country as well. It came down to the wire. One famous case. If the judge had sided differently, you might have to get your caffeine fix like any other illegal drug. On the low. Hey, you got that coffee? Thanks. I will freely drink my unregulated coffee through a young country. Finland is only about 100 years old. A story that pieces together quickly as you walk around town. The young daughter of the Baltics rising from the sea in this once controversial monument. And the storm drains that succinctly tell of the town's humble start as a Swedish maritime outpost. Sweden ran the show for a while here in Finland until they lost those keys to an even greater military power. So where am I right now? If you said Russia, you're not too far off. For over 100 years, it was. They moved the regional capital from Turku here to Helsinki to bring it closer to the Russian seat of power. Russian influence can still be seen all over town. Here you have a little curiosity. In the main square of the capital city of Finland, statue of a foreign leader with a bird on his head. But Alexander II was very important to this country. He allowed Finnish to be spoken as an official language and for an autonomous parliament to meet. The Russian emperor was also pivotal for the United States, selling the new country Alaska for $7.2 million. Now, Finns have a reputation for a slight dark side. How did I get to thinking about this? Maybe because I'm staying in a prison. Well, it used to be a prison. Now it's a pretty snazzy hotel. but they still got cells. My thoughts turned further grim as I walked into this unique curiosity shop. Interesting. So this was designed to teach school kids the danger of alcohol consumption.
Yeah.
During Prohibition.
Yeah, during that time.
That's like a bad liver, right? Damage from drinking too much booze.
Yeah, it's called like fat liver. And this is the normal, like healthy one. Of course, it's like a little bit damaged because they're old, but... And that's how... What's happened if you drink too much.
If you drink too much alcohol, wow.
Yeah.
The shop is full of all kinds of macabre, but these particular guys have caught my attention. And on this rainy Helsinki afternoon, I decide to stick with the morbid theme and get to the bottom of the creepy, stuffed animals. This seems to be a good place to get that scoop. Welcome to the basement of the Natural History Museum. You're not supposed to see this part of the building, but I've been let in by Netta Lampianen, award-winning taxidermist. What are you doing here? What is this?
I'm mounting a black-throated loon now.
Okay, and what is that made of?
It's made from wood wool.
Wrapped with string?
Yeah, basically.
And you measured this out, so you know this is approximately the size of the inside of the loon?
Yeah.
And then you just ram it up in there?
Yeah. So I'm gonna attach the body now to the head.
Okay.
So this is the skull now.
Whoa! Tell me what you like about taxidermy.
Well, it's like being in touch with the nature and animals and everything, and science, that is important to me.
Right.
Yeah.
I noticed you've got a bunch of accolades on the wall. They're ribbons from competitions.
Yeah.
What's the difference between award-winning taxidermy and shoddy taxidermy?
Well, you have to know the anatomy of the animal before you start making it, so that is the most important thing, maybe.
Done.
Yeah, great job.
Netta takes me on a private tour of the other dead animals in the museum's collection. An eye-opener to the world's most amazing biodiversity and to the mortality all living things must one day face. Let me ask you this. I remember there was this exhibition of humans with their muscle tissues, and there was a little bit of a controversy, I think, because people thought it was unethical to show a human body. What do you think about that? Would it be unethical to display a human in one of these cases?
Well, I don't see anything unethical about that.
Okay. So let's just say I signed a release form and said, when I die, you can throw me up in a case and people can say, oh, this is what a North American man from this generation looked like. How would you pose me?
Oh.
It's probably something like this.
So, perfect. Like that, then.
Yes, there are a lot of dead things in here. But have I made the case that Finns in particular like them? No. But I'm about to.